One of our kids from last year, he probably never made 5 days a week to school in a whole year. And he got involved in our program in February, and he was the #1 kid that was here all the time. He wound up graduating, he had to make up some credits, and he was running all of our machines. He did most of the machine work for this car. Now he's at St. Philip's College. He was missing school because he worked at a hotel. He needed to make money to survive. But he was able to juggle all of that and put in 20, 30 hours a week here working on the car, and he went to the race with us. He's a great kid, and I think that I feel like he's one of our big successes.
Well, I've always been interested in engineering ever since, I guess, around the 7th grade, whenever I started getting more involved with like robotics. And I saw the engineering team because they brought their car over, and I said, oh, that's really, really cool. And I thought Deidre had really cool hair. So I was like, oh, okay, that's really cool. Then I started getting involved more in design whenever I started taking the class here at the high school. The design team is kind of the people that give the mechanical team an outlook on what they're supposed to build. So they're the ones that kind of start it all. You know, we have our public relations department that kind of gets the entire thing kicked off, but then as soon as it's done, they're like, okay, we need this, this, and this. We need these dimensions done, and we need to put these on SolidWorks, and we need to get them over to mechanical. You know, it's a long process because we have to get everything just right, because if it isn't, then as soon as we put the vehicle together, we're gonna have one side of the vehicle that's like this and the other side's like this. So it's really just about patience. We're just looking at it at the end, you're just like, wow, that's what we did, and it's something that everybody kind of contributed to. This team isn't just for the GT, the people that are at the top of their class. I think the perspective is that we are a team to help people open up doors that they probably wouldn't have been able to had they not heard about the team. You know, we're here to have fun, but at the same time, we're also here to give people opportunities. I really enjoy math, and it's really nice for me to apply it here, because during the race, you have to do a lot of math also, not just here. I'd say I'm organized, so that helps a lot with like the background work that we have to do, like submitting papers and documents to even race in these competitions.
Well, the Dragon 1 and 2 are run off of lead acid batteries, like normal car batteries. So this one right here, the 2-passenger one, runs off basically the solar array that our friend Geraldo built. So yeah, and this new one that's getting built is hydrogen, when hydrogen and oxygen just fuse together. The byproduct is water, so, and it just goes through like water electrolysis and creates energy, so, or electricity for the car to run on. Probably every single day when I wake up, I really just want to come here. Yeah, probably the main motivational key. Just like being here in this shop it's like another home for me in a way, so I like it.
The most important thing about this organization is it allows students to be preemptive and solve problems that they would encounter in the real life. And we've actually been to Fort Worth, and we raced this vehicle. We came in 4th place overall. It was hard work, but as soon as we got to the race, it paid off. It was very rewarding, and it's just something that sticks with you, and just the whole time. I got sunburned, I got this weird rash, but it was still an amazing week. I loved it. It's something I hold dear to my heart. Coming from a low-income family, my drive comes from seeing what my parents have gone through and how hard they have worked to get to where they're at, and I think it's from my parents, and just my heritage really illuminates what I have and the opportunities that I'm given, and I can't let those go to waste.
Going to this race on Texas Motor Speedway, that was really cool. Getting to see the car running, everything working fine, and knowing what you did was such a great success. Both my dad and my mom, they're really excited about this. They really like what I do here and how it's helping me. So I think this is the place to be here learning and everything, because not a lot of schools actually accept a team like this starting and give us the foundation. And for the next project, we're gonna go to Detroit, I believe, and it's gonna be for the fuel cell. And I think it's going to be a really great experience, a next step towards like a harder challenge and like knowing what we're capable of doing.
When I got here, it was a different experience, and I just fell in love with it. All the more reason to become the head of mechanical. I think the most important thing about us is that we're willing to cooperate with each other. We work very well as a team. We're very efficient. I believe, in the words of people from the race in this past summer, we're tenacious. Well, this past car that I built is an electric car that runs off of batteries. The battery pack is charged off of a solar panel, so it's a solar electric car. The importance of the car would be it's an alternative energy. It's the future. So I think that kids working with it now could innovate in the future.
It's something that lets you realize your potential. You really don't know it until you test yourself, until you see how much you can handle. And so I just knew that I'm capable of greatness. Knowing that I can do that, then I can do anything I want. So
This isn't for us to just go race and win competitions. It's to get the opportunities to go to like universities we never thought we'd go to, get scholarships and grants. Like some of our alumni are doing really good right now because of this program.
One thing I've realized, the kids will never let you down. They will always rise to the challenge as long as you give them a path to success that's achievable. And that's why I do this, because it's so much fun seeing them get that feeling of earned achievement. Toyota has been an amazing supporter and neighbor. Besides giving us funding to do these things, they bring over engineers to mentor. They just say, how can we help? When we first started, before we had the shop, we didn't have any way to fabricate things in metal. They came over and took the plans and the drawings and they made the parts that we needed. So they've helped. St. Philip's has been an amazing supporter. They've made parts that we needed. Now what we have is one of their former employees, the person that ran their manufacturing lab, Mr. Prado, retired. And now he comes over here and volunteers time during the week. Obviously the foundation. They believed in us and gave us $5,000 to get a fuel cell. These aren't cheap devices. So we're very, like I said, once the word gets out, the support comes in.